Today's class is about blocked bile ducts and how they get stagnant and accumulate in the liver. This class is for educational purposes only. For medical advice and diagnosis, consult your doctor. Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm the founder of Be Radiant Wellness. I believe God fearfully and wonderfully made us and provided antidotes in the form of plants, herbs, oils, and minerals. Bees are beneficial and an intricate part of that system as they pollinate, benefiting the environment as a whole. And if we did not have bees, we would not have these natural antidotes. For 35 years, I researched the body system. And for the past 12 years, I have taught weekly classes to help educate and help people become healthier using a holistic approach. I'm an iridologist certified through IPA, International Iridology Practitioners Association, and approved by the California Board of Registered Nursing. Iridology is an assessment tool that helps look at the stress and congestion in the body and pre-genetic markers in the eyes. The bile ducts range from 2 to 6 millimeters long. So you can imagine they can easily get clogged. A single drop of bile can mix with toxins and change its form. A blocked bile duct can be because of gallstones, inflammation, scarring, tumors, surgery, parasites, infections, abdominal trauma, cysts, enlarged lymph nodes, and pancreatitis. Gallbladder sludge can accumulate near the bile ducts and it can cause blockage. Gallbladder sludge can also lead to gallbladder infections and acute pancreatitis. Gallbladder sludge or biliary sludge is a precursor to gallstones. Bile ducts become clogged because of tumors, parasites, abdominal injury. So when there is blockage, bile cannot reach the small intestine. Bile helps with digestion by breaking down fats into fatty acids, which the digestive tract can take into the body. A person may experience nausea, dizziness, and fatigue when this happens. So I know, for example, when I eat ice cream, I love ice cream, but it doesn't always love me back. And I find that when I go to the bathroom, if my bile is blocked, then my poop is fatty. It just sits there on the top and doesn't sink. It's not solid. When things are working properly and I have ice cream, the bile is able to get through and help the digestion of that fat. And then everything sinks and is solid and looks right. So basically, the other thing to consider is that bile acid deficiency that leads to fat absorption may cause weight loss if you have trouble digesting enough calories. Bile acid malabsorption can cause weight gain. So these are things to consider when you're either losing a lot of weight or gaining a lot of weight. The other thing to consider is that these toxins, they have nowhere to go if the drainage pathways are not open. So when you are detoxing, this can cause you to feel sick. These toxins can be gallstones that develop, which we might not even be aware of. They can be challenging to see on a scan, especially ones that are formed from cholesterol. And so they call them silent gallstones. Some questions to ask yourself. Do you experience pain in your right shoulder or back pain between your shoulder blades? These are things that you probably had thought were tension, but they actually could be related to your gallbladder and to gallbladder stones. Maybe you experience sudden and rapid intensifying pain in the upper right portion of your abdomen or the center of your abdomen just below your breastbone. Are you feeling fever, nausea, or vomiting, or dark urine, clay-colored, or light stools, or itching? As an iridologist, I take pictures of the eyes. These are pictures of my clients. And as you can see in these pictures, we can look at the sclera, the white part, and we can see that there's an indication of yellow in the eyes. A yellow sclera will show a sign of jaundice caused by excessive bilirubin in the blood, indicating that the liver needs support, that there's buildup and there's heavy metal detoxing that could take place. I also may see what is called pinguicula in the eye. And you can see this in the pictures on the right side when you look, it looks like there's chicken fat. It's an accumulation of protein and fat that is tied to the liver, potentially contributing to fatty liver. It is fatty tissue that is potentially causing a deficiency in the liver and the gallbladder. Women experience gallstones more often because of hormones, unbalanced estrogen and progesterone levels. Gallstones can be affected by being overweight, endocrine disrupting chemicals, improper thyroid function, insufficient drainage, mold, and mycotoxins and parasites. My own personal story is I used to eat raw sushi and would always have bloating and stomach pain. Liver flukes from the raw sushi were the culprit. Once I detoxed and I passed them, I felt way better. The liver flukes, those parasites, were another reason for blocked bile ducts. Before this experience, I would have these soft stools that would float. Once I incorporated key supplements, my bowel movement became regular, solid, and it sank. And now I only consume cooked sushi. Ask yourself, do you want more energy? Do you want less joint pain and skin issues? How about cognitive thinking? There's even a study on the elderly with dementia that found that they had high levels of bile sludge. Do you have bloating, stomach pain, weight gain? Do you need a stronger immune system? The good news is there are ways to clean the liver and the gallbladder and get the bile flowing and remove gallstones without having surgery. The gallbladder has lymph nodes near it, and therefore it can benefit from a lymphatic drainage massage. This is a specialized massage technique that helps move fluid from swollen areas to the lymphatic system. In addition, the pancreas drains into the lymphatic system. So make sure that you find someone who specializes in this. I have gone to someone with great results when I've experienced tenderness in my upper abdomen. Do you know we often hear that our gut is our second brain? And it really is true. It's incredible how your gut is constantly sending out messages, like upwards of 8 or 9 to the brain, and the brain is only sending one back. Research continues to find a correlation between mental health and the gut. So it's really important that our gut microbiome is balanced. When it is imbalanced, it can actually influence our mood, our anxiety levels. So one of the things that I like to use is TEDCA, and it supports our digestion and absorption of nutrients so that we just have this really great overall mood. So I'm going to jump a little bit deeper into TEDCA and explain a little bit more. So we may get a little bit nerdy, but hang on with me. When we think melatonin, we think, oh, it's going to help us with sleep. That's what most people end up using it for, right? So this particular TEDCA that I'm going to share with you, my clients take it and it has melatonin in it, which actually helps to regulate immune cells in the gut, and it may help calm inflammation. People with less melatonin in their digestive system could experience abdominal pain. Obviously, we know that if we are going to sleep, one of the things that actually can keep us awake is our digestive system. And if it's not happy, we can be waking up because of that. So obviously it can help with that. But what's really fascinating to me is that this particular TEDCA, I tried a lot of different bile salts and I have not had the results like I did with this. My clients have said the same thing. They said within a matter of 2 to 3 or 4 days, they see a significant change in their bowel movements and their digestive. By adding this TEDCA, it's a water-soluble bile acid and a liver helper. TEDCA helps stimulate the release of bile into the gut, and it stimulates bile flow so that things get unblocked, which is what we want. TEDCA supports mitochondria. That's that energy that we need. We're going to feel a lot more energy, which is really good. It helps combat cell stress. It even helps prevent cells from mutating or dying prematurely because it actually has NAC in it, which helps with that as well. The other cool thing is it has carbon technology, and that is natural. That's fulvic and humic acid. And one of the things that carbon technology does really well is it grabs toxins like heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, parasites, and then it's going to escort them out via the stools for a more effective detox. And so then remember how we talked in a previous video about Detox 101? If you go back to that, you heard me talk about how the cells are emptying out the cells are like little houses. They're emptying out the garbage. But what happens is nobody comes to pick up the trash. And when nobody comes to pick up the trash, it just sits there and then it makes our body sick. So this is a way to help it. That carbon technology is going to help that trash that's sitting, there and waiting to be removed. And then it's just going to help that detox be that much better. So more research shows that TEDCA may help with multiple sclerosis by reducing inflammation and improving the function of astrocytes. According to the National Institute of Health, several studies have demonstrated that TEDCA serves as an anti-apoptotic agent for several neurodegenerative diseases, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and Huntington's. Hang in there for just a bit more. I want to share a couple more things that TEDCA does so that you fully understand what it's doing for your body. It helps remove blockages, preventing bile flow. They've actually said that some studies show that TEDCA can help get bile moving by 250% more than before taking TEDCA. So after you take TEDCA, you start taking it, all of a sudden it's going to get everything flowing way better than it has. The other thing is that not only did TEDCA dramatically increase the bile release, but it also improves the quality of the bile itself. So this is like a double win that's going on. There's a higher amount of bile salts for the microbiomes in the intestines to create more of the body's own TEDCA, which is really good news, because what happens then, your own body is going to start producing more and it's going to be better. And you're going to not have as many issues. And then it's going to be, after a short bit, probably something that you will do just for maintenance, which is what I do and a lot of my clients do as well. In the notes, I have left the patient code if you want to order this. And when you register, let me know so that I can give you a 15% discount. You can book an appointment for a health session or an iridology session with me by visiting my website, www.bee-radiant.com. I look forward to being part of your health journey. I hope you will be radiant and full of life so that you can live a vibrant life and fulfill the dreams in your heart.